The Ranger is kinda bad. Thank goodness no one else on YouTube has made a video about this. From Wizards of the Coast's optional rules for Ranger and all the homebrew fixes that I've seen, I think everyone's missing the actual problem. So let me enlighten you, my viewer. It's not the actual class that's the problem, it's those parasitic little subclasses. Let me explain. Subclasses, in my mind, are divided into two types: theme subclasses and plus subclasses. Theme subclasses introduce whole new ideas to the class. Plus subclasses expand on the ideas that the class already has. As an example, Monk has Way of the Open Hand, a plus subclass that expands on the idea of unarmed combat and martial arts. It also has Way of the Shadow and Way of the Four Elements, which introduce the new concepts of Magic Stealth Ninja and Avatar the Last Airbender, respectively. Classes can also have multiple different plus subclass options. For instance, the Paladin has Oath of Devotion and Oath of Vengeance, both different options exploring the basic idea of the Paladin's commitment to an ideal. They also have theme options as well, like Oath of Ancients, which gives a whole new slant to the class. So looking at the base subclasses for Ranger, the Hunter and Beastmaster, what do you think they are? Are they both pluses? Are they both themes? Is one a plus and one a theme? In my educated opinion, it's neither. The Hunter and Beastmaster don't add anything to the Ranger. Rather, they take basic concepts of the Ranger and lock them behind subclasses. Essentially, they take one good class and fork it at the end, forcing you to choose between column A or column B of Ranger, and preventing you from ever having the delicious experience you could be having. The Ranger should be the man-at-arms, the agent beyond the horizon, acting in unknown environs. The Ranger isn't just another foot soldier in the army. They're the scout that needs to complete their mission with just their wits and the people and tools immediately available to them. Their identity should be one of exploration, self-sufficiency, and finding allies where others don't. Notably, the base subclasses steal away the latter two ideas from this trifecta, leaving only exploration to the base Ranger. So how did I, Coultergeist, perfectly solve this problem in a way that no one else can? Well, I'm glad you asked. I made this, my Ranger Redone, in November of 2020. Follow me on my 5-step process to making a better Ranger. 1. Remove the Hunter. Redistribute some of the Hunter's features to the base class like Evasion, Hordebreaker, and creatures having disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you. 2. Remove the Beastmaster. Make it into a spell. Find Companion. Because having a Beast Companion should be a choice along the lines of Find Familiar or Find Steed, and not giving up your entire subclass to have a fun animal friend. Seriously, do you ever think about how much easier it is to have a little animal minion as every single magical class except Ranger? 3. Favorite terrain is actually a fine ability, but too specific. We changed it to give general benefits for travel, as well as some specific bonuses for your particular favorite terrain type. Also, at later levels, instead of just getting more favorite terrain types, you also get features that expand on favorite terrain, like Explorer's Stride at 6th and Keen-Eyed Survivalist at 10th. 4. Favorite enemy, also pretty fine. The only change we need is that humanoids are all one type of favorite enemy now. Then, like favorite terrain, instead of just picking new favorite enemies, we have later features that expand on favorite enemy, like our rewritten Foe Slayer at 6th level and Slayer Strike at 14th. 5. Speaking of Foe Slayer, 5 is quality of life changes. Ranger's late levels suck. Vanish is 1/3 of the rogue's cunning action, 12 levels after the rogue has cunning action. So, Vanish has been moved down and lumped in with Fleet of Foot ability at 3rd level. The original Foe Slayer has been changed into Inerrant Hunter, and Hide and Played Sight has been altered to a more usable, unrestricted state. And that's about it. Deleting the base subclasses for Ranger may be a radical idea, but I honestly see it as the only way to really bring Ranger up to speed with the other classes. You don't need to pile on a bunch of alternative options or brand new abilities. All the pieces are already there. They always have been. They just need to be combined into one big picture as opposed to forked into two. All right, that's the video. If you want to take a look, the links are down in the description. Read it, comment, tell me if you think my fix is the best one you've ever seen, if someone else did it better, or if you think the base Ranger is fine. I'll see y'all again next week. Good night.